Hello there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Savotta, Russia. So we're at the campsite here where we did an overnighter in about minus 22 Cs or something not that long ago. Today it's awesome weather, it's like 13 degrees plus, super awesome, spring is here. But anyway, we did an overnighter here without shelter or anything. Today's video is going to be about shelter, more specifically shelter material, and even more specifically a shelter material which the outdoors industry definitely do not want to know about, want you to know about, of course. That's what I wanted to say. I've been doing some experimenting with this shelter material here, and when I show it to you, you guys might think, what the hell is that? But it's actually a very, very strong, very, very economic shelter material. I've set up a little website, and from this website, which is very basic at the moment, I will send out a weekly newsletter. And the first newsletter is gonna be, surprise, surprise, about why I made this website and what's this newsletter about. But I can tell you here straight away, the newsletter is for different reasons. I mean, you know, sometimes it can be a little bit uncertain what's going on YouTube, so it's gonna be a backup for that. Also, I'm just gonna try and make some, maybe some video material, maybe some articles and so on about equipment, gear, outdoors, survival techniques and this and that, just in a little bit of a different format than from YouTube. And a little bit out in the future, there will also be updates and so on actual outdoors events and survival courses, or what you can say. I don't really see myself as an instructor or anything like that really, but anyway, many of you guys have requested it over time, so if some of you dare to come to Russia at some point, there will also be updates on that project, on that newsletter. All you have to do is simply just to sign up on the newsletter, and the first newsletter will be out in a week or two. I already have them on I already have some newsletters, of course, but I'm going to give it a little time to develop and for you guys to sign up. This doesn't cost anything or anything like that. If you don't want to use your personal email for this purpose, then you of course most likely have a backup email, or you just set up another email for signing up for the newsletter. As I said, it doesn't cost you anything or anything like that. There's be links in the description to the newsletter and links in the pinned comment for the newsletter. Links in the description and pinned comment for newsletter. And if you want to support the channel and all that good stuff, you can also do that via the links there. Boosty is a really, really good option for that. Thank you very much to you guys who's supporting the channel, and let's get on with it. So let's take a look at this wonderful shelter material here. It's of course just ordinary transparent construction plastic sheeting, or what we can call it, but it is very, very tough. The material we're using today and method is the exact same as this material here. And some of you might remember that I made this shelter here the 18th of September 2024. That is almost 6 months. This shelter here doesn't have a hole or a crack or anything anywhere. Well, it's been covered up to here, and it's just been standing. Minus 20, and the winter not been that cold, so we hadn't had minus 30 this winter, but below minus 20 it's been standing. Wind, storm, whatnot. This is tough stuff. But before you start to think that this is not awesome and this is difficult to set and so on, let me just set up the tarp here, and we're gonna leave it here, of course, and we're gonna do an overnighter under it, hopefully in not too long. So let's set it. I'll set it. You can hang on. You can watch, and I'll show you how I'm setting it, of course. I'll set it as high up as possible, and I'm gonna start here with a Siberian native self-tightening knot, if I can get it right here. It shouldn't be too darn difficult, but as high up as possible. I decided it has to be set at the campsite here, just to make it a little bit harder on myself. It's not much more problematic to set than a regular tarp. Regular tarps, they have eyelets, of course, right? This doesn't. But it doesn't really matter. We make some, and then we can just keep them if that's what we want to do. And surprise, surprise, Siberian natives, not only, but they also use this stuff here. They have a big campsite with some tents and so on. They will often use clear plastic to cover the tents and so on, so we have a nice dry area underneath, outside of the tents. We bend it over so we have a double layer. Small pine cone. Self-tightening knot. But let's take a look what I have done here. Okay. Cone, we have made a double layer here, so actually we have a double layer here, right? We have a little cone, we have some bank line, it can be any line. I not even tied it down that ideal, or what you can say, so that's going to be good for testing out. We've done the same up there, in that corner. Up there we also have a cone, bank line. Here we have a Prusik knot, or double Prusik knot actually. If you don't know what that is, that means that this guy here can slide like that. But if we have tension on it, it will not slide that direction. So we can tighten out or straighten out our tarps pretty nicely. I'm pretty sure that if we have any rain coming here and weighing it down, it will simply just open up here and run down on the ground. This is a Siberian native self-tightening knot with quick release. It's an awesome knot, but it's just a tarp knot, what we can say. But anyway, you can see this crossbar here, or whatever we can call it, of course, straighten it out pretty nicely. And that means that we actually have a 5 meter long shelter in there. Yeah, I can actually stand here. Awesome! The very nice thing about this setup is, of course, we do not have any guy lines going to the ground, and when you have a deep snow, it's not deep snow anymore, right? But when we have snow, we don't need to meddle around with making snow anchors and all that good. This is a very, very good setup. It's I learned that from a video I watched from the French Foreign Legion, the jungle training and so on, and I spotted that. Hey, that looks cool, and yeah, I've done it before, but this is a really good setup. Kind of just add another cone or whatever in here basically, and make guy lines to there if need be. But if we wanted to break the shelter down here, right, then there would be no reason to let go of the cones there. They're already locked down with some self-tightening knots. And we could basically just wrap it up and put it back in our pack. As I said, it weighs almost exactly the same as a DD tarp on 3 times 5 meters. But this is good for if we want to just have a camp and just put up a semi-permanent shelter. It's not going to cost us anything. if somebody gonna come by and trash it. Of course, over here it's not gonna happen, but maybe where you are, it is a possibility, so to speak, right? But I definitely think I'm gonna try and start using these plastic sheeting, because that is just super awesome. Big tarp, 1 kilo, doesn't cost anything, and it's easy to set now. It's of course took a little bit longer, because I had to make these pine cones, but now that they're there, and it'll be much faster to set. Awesome shelter. We're gonna let it stand for a few days, head up out here and head on up out here, do an overnight, see what happens, see how it's gonna go. But this is not more difficult to set than an ordinary tarp, as long as we made the pine cone corners there and the center line, or we could fill them up with dirt or whatever we wanted to use. Basically, let's just pack it up in the bag, and that's all. So guys, please check the links in the description. Please sign up for the newsletter there. It's gonna be out in a week or two or something. When enough of you guys have signed up for it, then I start to pump them out. Also, of course, as always, you can support the channel via Boosty. Links in the pinned comment, links in the description, tra-la-la-la-la. So guys, until next time, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome. See you in the next video. And yeah, thank you very much for your time.